And now you're going to have to turn down your volume. Alright, can you hear me now on YouTube?
No.
No? Can't hear me?
Let me reboot. Yeah, I hear you now.
Oh, it would have been a little delayed. But you can... Can you hear me now? Yes, no, maybe so.
I wasn't hearing anything before.
But now you're hearing me.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a good 30 or 40 second delay.
Yeah, there's a delay from the upload for the thing. I mean, you're going to get that.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's good. So, now that we're streaming live on YouTube, I'll put this computer back together real quick. Because I need to cut this video up still. I got 3 people watching me now. We're big time. Big time. For anybody just coming in, I'm going to put this computer back together because we're doing a how-to. And apparently my audio wasn't working. My quality assurance people failed to tell me that. I think they were tired or something. No laughs out of the... Oh, damn. That got rid of them quick. I said y'all were retired and they left. What do you take your message off for? He deleted his messages off of YouTube.
Oh, I see that. I just noticed that he has.
Yeah, I can see.
Have this one on mute.
I didn't figure you'd want me telling you to check under the keyboard for a screw.
I don't care what you tell me. I'll just ignore it. It still adds to the comments.
On a couple of Toshiba notebooks I worked on, there was a screw under the keyboard that held the back on.
Yeah, it's most of the newer stuff isn't too terribly hard. I mean, this is a little bit more of a pain. I am missing a screw though. I guess this thing was missing a screw because I'm not missing any. Guess I should have paid more attention when I was taking screws out to if it was missing one because it's not on the desk. All right, we're going to start from the beginning, I guess. How exciting. All right, so hopefully the camera stays put. I don't know what you got to touch to get it to stay put, but I'm scared to hit anything. What if I do this?
I think if you just...
Oh, I took a picture.
Yeah, push halfway down, not all the way down.
It's on manual focus, so the halfway down doesn't trigger.
No, but the camera senses that you are actually touching the camera, so it'll stay on longer.
Alright, well, that should buy me some time. Alright. Sit back down and get to this lovely stuff. My goodness. What time is it? 11 o'clock. Alright. Now we're ready. We have this beautiful Dell Inspiron something or other. How about I figure out what this computer is? That might help too. See what I ordered a battery for. Oh, it's a million different model numbers that this battery fits. That's exciting. We will call it the 5000 series. All right. Hey guys, welcome back to another Chrisfield Computers video. We're doing this one live, so sorry about any extra commentary. We're going to be doing an install of a battery on this Inspiron 17 5000 series. Relatively simple. We're just going to remove all of the screws that are here on the bottom. This one happens to be missing one already. That's okay. Just set them aside. Gotta remember to not lean too far forward, you catch my head. Alright, this one's not coming. Oh, there it goes. Alright, got those out. Now you have two for the CD-ROM drive right here. You want to set those aside because they're a little shorter than that first set that you came out with. And then you have four in the back. The four in the back do not come all the way out. They are designed to just stay in there. So unscrew them as far as they come until they're free. And then you should be good. Now the last two sets of screws that you'll have to take out, or the last set of screws you'll have to take out is these two. Here and here. And set those together so you know where they go. Next step is going to be flipping the laptop over. Opening up the screen, and you're going to grab a spludger of some sort, and you're going to start right here at the palm rest. So right down here at the palm rest. You're going to stick your spludger in there and separate it just right. See if I can show you guys. You're going to stick it in just like that. And you're going to continue around all the edges. In the front, you'll just slide it around till you get to the corners. And then just kind of stick your fingernail in there to hold it up, or if you have a second spludger, and then come around the other side. Don't jam it too far in there because you don't know what wires you can't see yet. Especially if your model's just a little bit different than this one. Go all the way to the end, so you got a lot of free down here. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. All right. Once you get that loosened up, and check and see what wires, what cables are hanging out, and where they are. Good news is not seeing anything except on this side the USB ports are hanging on, so you just have to loosen them up. That'll be right here. You'll want to just pull the casing out a little bit. You can stick your spludger in there just to give it a little bit of free room to let this USB board free up, and then that will release that pressure. And then let's take a look. There it goes. Sometimes it just takes a little wiggling, so when you turn it upside down, wiggles free, and that's what the case is going to look like on the inside. Nothing really important in there at this point that we need to worry about. Just set that away in a safe spot. And now we have access to the battery. So with access to this, you can also see your hard drive, your memory, and speakers, your CMOS battery, your processors here, the processor fans there. And it does have a spot in this particular computer for an M2 drive that you could slide in there, screw in here, and you wouldn't need this hard drive, or you could use it as a secondary, I believe. And then an upgrading RAM here you could do. Your wireless cards right here. And that's pretty much it. Next thing we're going to do is take the battery apart. We have to unplug the battery to make sure that, you know, it's not in the computer when we're working on it. In this particular case, we will pop it off the motherboard. Let's see. Actually, it looks like unplug it from the battery. Gently pull on the connector till it comes off. Oh no. That's why autofocus is so great. And that's the little connector that you would be pulling off. We brought it from right here. We can actually keep that zoomed in for the time being. And then just kind of hold that back a little bit. Then we'll unscrew the battery itself. You're going to have this screw here. You're going to have this screw here. You're going to have, let's pull it out just a little bit. There we go. Get that focused up for y'all. And you'll have one here. And one here. Double check, make sure that's all of them. And there's your battery. Next thing we're going to do is open up the battery that we ordered. Comes in a nice little form-fitting box. And a tray. A little pamphlet telling you about it. And then grab your original battery and your replacement that you're putting in. Make sure all the tabs line up. And then grab the new battery, making sure you don't actually put the old one back in. Line it up on the mounting holes. And then you'll be good to screw it in. From here, we're going to do a lot of reverse of what we already did. I think I'll end up naming this video how to install a battery, hard drive, memory, and more. Sometimes that screwdriver doesn't work for me plugging them back in. And that one's not magnetized. Still surprised there's somebody watching. Besides dies, man. All right. Alright, so once I get those in there, I'll just make sure they're snugged up with this screwdriver that fits a little better. Alright, and then we'll plug this battery cable right back into where it was. Being gently pressing mostly on the plastic clip and not the wires themselves. And while we're right here, we'll take a quick look at the RAM. Removing the RAM is simple. If you decide to upgrade the RAM at any time, you just pull these pieces sideways. RAM stick comes out. And you would put it in. This side goes in at like a 45-degree angle. Oh, it's a little blurry, but 45-degree angle. And then it just snaps in. As far as the other side goes, it'll actually go in upside down on this model. Same thing, 45-degree angle, snaps into both those pieces quick. And then lastly, we'll take a quick look at the hard drive while we have it open. In order to get the hard drive out, you would do this screw here, this screw here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. This plastic clip will slide off the back of the hard drive. And you can see the green starting to expose itself. The clip will come out and this entire hard drive will come out of the metal bracket. I don't know why. There we go. So you gotta loosen that one up a little bit. Looks like the clip's pretty flimsy that Dell gave it. But it will slide off this entire black piece will. The CMOS battery, 3-4 years down the road, you may need to replace that. That's there. Just pops out, pops back in. We'll go ahead and put the case back on it, and then it will be done. Just reversing what we did earlier. Making sure all of these pieces just snap kind of in place gently so we don't break anything. And let me pull you back out a little bit. Pretty much anywhere there's a screw hole, just make sure it's nice, flat, and flush. Like I said, there was a missing screw. I'm going to move the missing one to the center instead of out here. That way we have a good fitment for everything. And you can hear the pieces snapping back together. The new batteries do not come charged. They come with a little bit of a pre-charge. Depending on where you get them from and whatnot, they're not supposed to come fully charged through the mail system. And there is going to be a link in the description on where to get a battery for this particular machine. And also replacement hard drives, memory, everything we talked about. I will have a link in the description showing where to get them. And if you don't get a tight fit on the little screws like this, you want to just back them back out because you probably have them cross-threaded. it should go in pretty smoothly. Any force is probably a sign that something is wrong. Apparently somebody really enjoyed this, because there's been a second person watching this entire time. All right, so everything is screwed back up. We're going to double check before we power anything on by popping the laptop open. You're going to check along the seam, make sure it's all sealed up. It should be, because we heard everything snapping into place earlier. That is going to be it. The tools we used in this particular scenario was 3 different styles of screwdrivers and a it's like a little scraper, but it pries up underneath of the plastic for us. I'll link that in the description too, so that you guys can grab one of those if you don't have one. Other than that, charge up your battery for until it's full, kill it till the warning message, let it discharge till the warning message, and then charge it up fully without using it, and go about your way, and you should be good. Thank you, and don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to our channel. We need 390 more users at this point. Y'all have a great time. And that is it. And y'all stayed on the phone, and y'all were quiet the entire time.
We're still on the phone. We're listening to the last of your show.
The last of my show. Yeah, wipe this laptop up. I mean, I'll try to cut it down a little bit, see if we can cut it up. But essentially what you would do in a perfect world would be stream on Twitch and copy the final product to YouTube. Huh?
You can hear us talking to you on the video.
Yeah. I didn't stop it. No, not yet. I was letting it run a little bit longer. It says I have good stream health and somebody's watching.
Yeah.
Don't want to cut that second person off. They may be enjoying listening to the sound of my voice. I know I enjoy listening to the sound of my voice. All right, let's go see. It says live up real time. And this person that's watching, they probably were already subscribed because they probably got the alert. No new followers yet, or subscribers. I need 390 subscribers.